One thing I had already learned on this trip is sleeping on top of a pass or a mountain is a terrible idea for actual sleep quality. So after coming down Applecross, we had no real idea where to go, but ended up here.
Oh my god. So we were just met by a very nice park ranger, actually, who told us where we can and can't go here and gave us some advice. And he sent us here. And I'm gonna set up the tent over there, and he's gonna make some food. And today was a bloody good drive, and every time it's sunny out, when we should actually be setting up camp and cooking, instead we're spending all the time utilizing it to get some nice frames. So yeah. While he's busy definitely not preparing food, I'm gonna make myself busy probably not setting up the tent, but instead doing this.
As we were sitting there, we had absolutely no idea that a torrential rainstorm was heading our way, and also that the night after this would be one of the worst. But that moment was perfect. Ironically, the next morning was also incredibly beautiful, and it's one of those moments when you pack up the tent and it's not miserable and cold and wet, and you can just sort of feel the environment before you even go for your first cup of coffee. And then you set and get going. Rain came and went on our journey, and as we were driving through the Scottish hillside and fighting one or two motorcycles and showing some other drivers on the road that our old Peugeots aren't nearly as slow as they thought they would be, we came across incredible sceneries, and we were heading towards another mountain destination.
even the delivery guy had to stop and look at it because look at the scenery. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Yeah, sure. Climb that pole over there.
Sorry.
Anyway, Scotland is a fantastic place to drive, and we're going to Stackpole, and we're gonna do another hike. So that's all I have to say. I think.
We had really driven our little Peugeots hard to get here, but that tiny last stretch of road is just too good not to push. But for all the fun we had, Scotland was about to show us who's in charge here. We just didn't know it yet. Despite all our careful planning and placement of the tent, the wind had picked up so much that by around 4:30 a.m. in hurricane gale force winds and sideways rain, we were pushed off the mountain. Did we get the shot or the view that we wanted on Stackpole? No. Was it even worth sleeping up there? Probably also no. But that doesn't really matter, and if asked, of course I would do it again. It's why I get out. And in the end, so long the coffee's good, the world will move on.
So, it was a beautiful hike. It was a bit wet and a bit cold and a bit short of a night. And yeah, we have about 90 kilometers today, but I'm gonna end it here. See you next time.
In hindsight, replacing costly accommodation with tenting on top of a mountain doesn't seem all that smart. But then, those are the stories you really want to tell. So, I guess either way, well, you have to just do it. It's kind of the only option, even though it's kind of miserable. The big upside, however, to this entire ordeal was that the drive from the main road to this very parking lot was so insanely good that it kind of negates all the struggle we had on the mountain.
You should have left already. Go.